Okay, so let's try to answer the given. Okay, for number 1, ano po hinahanap natin dun sa number 1? Ano po hinahanap natin dun sa number 1 na tanong?
Length of the arc po.
Length of the arc? Okay, so for number 1, sabi dun sa given, find the length of the arc of a circle with radius 10 meters that subtends a central angle of 30 degrees. Okay, so let's try to answer. So S is equal to R theta. Therefore, what is our R? What is the value of R? That is 10 meters. And then we are given theta. And our theta is in degrees. So that is 30 degrees. And then we need to convert this first so that it becomes radians. So that is 30 times what? That is pi over 180. And what is 30 times pi over 180? Therefore, that becomes, what is 30 in radians? That is pi over, what is 30 degrees in radians? That becomes pi over?
Pi over 6 po.
Pi over 6. Okay. Therefore, we now have here 10 meters times pi over 6. Therefore, simplify muna natin yung 10 and 6. So, we need to divide it by 2. And that becomes 5 pi over 3 meters. So, nakuha po ba yung 5 pi over 3 meters? What is your answer? Ano pong sagot nyo? Ano pong sagot na nakuha?
Sir, ganyan din po.
Ano po? Ano po yung nakuhang answer? Same lang po ba? 5 pi over 3 meters?
Same lang po.
Okay, so that is the answer. For the second one, a central angle theta in a circle of radius 4 centimeters is subtended by an arc of length 6 centimeters. Find the measure of theta in radians. Okay, so we are given the radius. The radius is 4 centimeters, subtended by an arc of length 6 centimeters. Therefore, S is equal to 6 centimeters. We're asked to get the value of the central angle. Okay, we know that S is equal to R theta, and that theta is equal to S over R. And our S is equal to 6 centimeters. And our R is 4 centimeters. Okay, cancel centimeters. Therefore, what is our answer? Theta now would be 3 over 2 or 1.5. Do you have the same answer?
Yes po.
Okay. And for the last one, find the length of the arc of a circle with radius 15 centimeters that subtends a central angle of 84 degrees. Okay. So for this one, we are given R, which is 15 centimeters, subtends a central angle of 84 degrees. Theta is equal to 84 degrees. Therefore, we're asked to get again the length of the arc. So S is equal to R theta, but then the theta given is in degrees. We need to convert 84 degrees first into radians, and that becomes 84 degrees times pi over 180. Okay. And what is the value of 84 times pi over 180? Let's try to check. That becomes 7 over 15. Tama po ba? So that is 7 over 15 pi. Okay. So lagay na natin siya ngayon dito sa ating formula that S is equal to R theta. R is equal to 15 centimeters, and that theta is 7 over 15. in pi. And we'll be having cancel 15. Therefore, this becomes 7 pi centimeters. Did you get the same answer? Nakuha niyo po ba yung 7 pi centimeters?
Yes po.
Okay, so let's continue our discussion. That is just for the length of the arc. What if we're now asked to get the area of the sector? Okay, so for the area, this is just the formula. The formula is 1/2 theta r squared. So yan lang po itatandaan natin for the area of the sector. Our formula is 1/2 theta r squared. So again, theta should be in, check natin kung in radians or in degrees pa rin siya. So for the area of the sector, A is equal to 1/2 theta r squared. Okay, so this is how we have the formula for the area of the sector. So again, the formula is 1/2 theta r squared. So para lang din siya sa triangle, sa pagkuha natin ng area ng triangle. Okay, so let's try to have the, wala, sagot na agad. Okay, so let's try to have the first example. The area of a sector of a circle of radius 16 meters that subtends a central angle of measure 3 pi over 4 rad is. So let's try to answer this one. So sabi dito, given tayo ng radius. Okay, for example, number 1, we are given the radius. And our radius is 16 meters. And then we are given theta, which is 3 pi over 4 rad. Theta, which is 3 pi over 4 rad. And then we're asked to get the area of the sector. But we all know that area is equal to 1/2 theta r squared. Okay. So stop sharing ko muna para mas makita. So this is just simply substituting the values sa formula natin. So we'll be having 1/2. Our theta is 3 pi over 4. And we'll be having r squared. Therefore, that is 16 squared, 16 meters squared. Okay. Therefore, we'll now be having 1/2 times 3 pi over 4. That becomes 3 pi over 8. What is 16 meters squared? 16 times 16 is 256. So therefore, this becomes 256 meters squared. Okay. Divide that by 8. Divided by 8. 256 divided by 8. That is 32. So 256 divided by 8 is 32. So this becomes 32. 32 times 3. It will give us an answer of 96 pi meters squared. And that is how we get the area of the sector. Again, the formula for the area of the sector is 1/2 theta r squared. Okay, questions po? Okay, so please try answering this one. I'll be giving you 5 minutes to answer these 4 questions. Again, the formula is area is equal to 1/2 theta r squared, wherein theta should be given in radians and not in degrees. Okay, what is the answer for number 1? So, malakas ba internet mo, Jamela? What is the answer for number 1? What is your answer sa number 1, Jamela? Naririnig ba ako? What is the answer for number 1? Miss Bactol? Hindi ata ako naririnig. So, sinong may answer na sa number 1? Anyone? Any volunteer? Para matapos na natin tong area of a sector. So, let's proceed with another topic. Yes, Allison, what is your answer? Find the area of a sector of a circle whose central angle is 60 degrees and the radius of the circle is 3 centimeters. What is your answer? Sino na pong may answer sa number 1? Hello po. Sino na pong may answer sa number 1? Hello?
Sir,
Yes.
54 radius and ano po sir, 54 radians and 6 centimeter squared po. Hindi ko lang po alam kung tama.
Ano po ulit? Di ko narinig.
Sir, 54 radians and 54 radians centimeter squared po. Tama po ba?
So we are given 60 degrees, di ba? So our formula is 1/2 theta r squared. So the theta should be in radians. So what is 60 degrees in radians? 60 degrees is pi over 3. Tama po? So therefore, r is 3 centimeters. 3 squared is 9. Okay, so we have 1/2 and 1/3. So 1/2 times 1/3, what is 1/2 times 1/3? That is 1/6. Therefore, multiply that by 9, our answer should be 3/2 pi centimeters squared. Ang answer po natin should be 3/2 pi centimeters squared. May nakakuha po ba ng 3 or ng 3 pi over 2 centimeters squared or ng 3/2 pi centimeters squared?
Yes po, ganun po yung nakuha ko.
Okay, so that is the correct answer. The correct answer should be 3/2 pi centimeters squared. Okay, so sa sagot kanina, kailangan i-convert mo muna siya in radians before you could substitute the given values to the equation. So maliwanag po ba? How about for number 2? What is the area of the sector with radius 4 meters intercepted by a central angle of 3 pi over 4? So for the second given, we do not need to convert this because we're already given a value which is in radians. Tama po? Okay, and what is the answer?
6 pi centimeters squared.
The answer should be 6 pi meters squared because the measurement is in meters, so that should be in meters squared. Okay, the correct answer is 6 pi meters squared. Did you get the same answer? Nakuha po ba yung answer? 6 pi meters squared? Okay, so For the third one, a sprinkler on a golf course fairway is set to spray water over a distance of 70 feet and rotates through an angle of 120 degrees. Find the area of the fairway watered by the sprinkler. A sprinkler on a golf course fairway is set to spray water over a distance of 70 feet and rotates through an angle of 120 degrees. Find the area of the fairway watered by the sprinkler. I would like to volunteer to answer this one. I'll give you 1 minute to analyze. Okay, let's try to answer. Okay, so for this one, ang sabi, a sprinkler on a golf course fairway is set to spray water over a distance of 70 feet. Okay, so for example, this is the distance in 70 feet. So sprayan daw niya yan. Okay, so sprayan daw niya yan. And rotates through an angle of 120 degrees. So, if this is 90, kung angat siya, magiging 90, tas angat pa siya, magiging 120. So, ito ay, ano daw to, mag-rotate. So, kung rotate natin siya, same pa rin naman yung radius niya. So, pag di-rotate natin siya dire-diretso, so hanggang dito siya mag-rotate. Hanggang dyan po siya mag-rotate. Therefore, this is the area of the sector. And this should be, gano'n daw po kalaki yung central angle natin? That is 120 degrees. So kung mapapansin nyo, kung i-analyze kasi nung iba, parang ang gagawin nila is di-divide pa to sa 2. Akala nila diameter yung given, but no, it is already the radius, which is 70 feet. Kasi i-rotate mo siya. So pag ni-rotate mo siya for radius, pag nilagay mo siya doon, radius pa rin siya. Okay, maliwanag po ba yun? So therefore, the central angle is 120 degrees. Again, the area of the sector is 1/2 theta r squared. And this becomes 1/2, our theta is 120 degrees, but we could not yet substitute this to the equation since the given is in degrees. Therefore, we need to convert this. And what is 120 degrees into radians? Anyone? That should be, what is 120 degrees into radians?
2 pi over r po.
Ilan po? 120 degrees into radians. So we need to convert this. That is pi over 180. What is 120 divided by 180?
2/3.
Ilan po?
2
2 pi over 3 po.
2 over 3. Okay. So that is 2 pi over 3. Okay. So meron na tayong theta. This is our theta. Ang radius natin is 70. So pwede na natin siyang i-substitute. We'll be having 1/2 times our theta, which is 2 pi over 3, times r, which is 70 feet squared. Okay. So cancel 2, and we'll now be having pi over 3 times, what is 70 squared? So 70 squared, that is 4,900 square feet or feet squared. Okay, so pwede pa ba natin i-divide si 4,900 kay 3? So ang gawin na lang natin is this becomes 4,900 pi over 3 feet squared. Okay, kaysa mag-decimal pa tayo. So this is now the area. So yan po yung area na magkakaroon ng ma-sprinkle or ma-sprayan ng tubig. So that is now the answer. And for the last one, would like to answer the last one kahit yung final answer na lang yung ibigay para dun sa huli. For number 4, ito po yung question. Find the area of the sector of a circle with central angle of 108 degrees po yan if the radius of the circle is 15 centimeters. Okay, would like to answer the last one? Anyone? Sino pong pwede na mag-answer? For number 4? Hello? Kahit po final answer na lang for number 4.
135 pi over 2 centimeters squared po.
525 pi over 4. Tama ba? Sorry. Di ba yun? Find the area of a sector of a circle with central angle of 108 if the radius of the circle is 15 centimeters. So, convert muna natin yung 108. So, times pi over 180. So, divide na lang natin. 108 divided by 180, that is 3 over 5. Tama. So, may 3/5 na tayo, times natin sa 1/2. And then yung given is 15, so times natin sa 15 squared. Okay? So the answer is 135 pi over 2. Tama po ba? Centimeter squared. So tama po ba na yun yung answer?
Yes po.
Okay, so that is the correct answer. So, paki-screenshot na lang po itong 1 to 5 for the extra activity. So, paki-screenshot na lang po. Okay, so yung next discussion would be about linear velocity and angular velocity. So for the linear velocity, hindi ko na masyadong i-discuss kasi i-discuss naman din siya ulit sa physics. So magtatalo na lang ako sa susunod, pero pakita ko lang yung formula niya. So the measure of how fast m is moving away from L is called the linear velocity. It is denoted by v. It is the distance s traveled divided by time t elapsed. So v is equal to s over t. So yan lang naman po yung kailangan sa linear velocity. And also we have angular velocity. Sa angular velocity, W is equal to, so actually yung W na yan, it is omega, maliit na O. So that is omega is equal to theta over T. Okay. So our next topic would be, so stop sharing ko lang. So our next topic is the unit circle. Okay. So for the unit circle, na-discuss na ito dati sa inyong trigonometry class. And when we say unit circle, always remember that pag sinabi nating unit circle, yung radius niya is just equal to 1. Again, kapag po nakarinig kayo ng unit circle, always remember that its radius is equal to 1. And the diameter of the unit circle is equal to 2. So, alam ko, gets nyo naman kung bakit naging 2 yung diameter niya. Again, pag sinabi po nating unit circle, the radius is equal to 1 and the diameter is equal to 2. Okay. So, ano po bang meron dun sa unit circle natin? So, in order for us to get the different circular functions or different trigonometric functions, kailangan muna nating malaman yung unit circle. So, just like this example, kung mapapansin nyo, the x value is the cosine theta, while the y value is the sine theta. So, yung point po natin na W, the x and y coordinate of that W is cosine theta, sine theta. Tatandaan po natin ganun na pag meron po tayong circular function, their x and y coordinate would be cosine theta and sine theta respectively. Okay? So, a unit circle is a circle whose center is at the origin and with radius of 1 unit. Okay. So, eto lang po, inulit lang yung illustration natin. And usually kasi kapag ganito, for example, we have here a point. So that is P and P point X, Y. So yung point po natin na yon is ang gagamitin lang po natin is X squared plus Y squared is equal to 1. Okay, so let's now have an example. Show that point P, square root of 3 over 3 and square root of 6 over 3 is on the unit circle. Okay, so paano po natin malalaman na nasa unit circle yon? Okay. So, sabi natin kanina, anong sabi po natin kanina sa radius ng unit circle? Ano pong masasabi natin kanina sa radius ng unit circle? That the radius of a unit circle is equal to? Ilan daw po?
1.
1. Okay. So, kung i-graph natin yung radius ng unit circle, so for example, this is our unit circle, hindi perfect circle. Okay. I have here a point. So, ibig sabihin, mula dito sa 0, 0, or sa ating origin, papunta dito sa point P, which is xy. Okay. Ilan po ito? Ilan po ito? From this one up to this point, ilan po yung measurement niya? Ilan po ulit? Anong sabi natin sa unit circle? Ano bang tawag dito? From the origin up to the circumference of the circle, what part of the circle is that one? We call that as? Ano pong tawag natin doon?
Radius po.
Radius. Ano bang sabi natin sa value ng radius ng unit circle?
Equal po siya sa 1.
O equal sa 1, therefore this is just equal to 1. Okay. And if gagawa ako ngayon ng triangle dyan, so alam na natin na ang magiging value nito is x squared plus y squared is equal to 1. Bakit? Bakit naging x squared plus y squared is equal to 1? Diba? Sabi natin, dun sa formula ng circle natin or sa standard equation ng circle natin, having the center at the origin, di ba ang sabi natin that is x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. But what is the value of r when it comes to unit circle? What is the value of r when it comes to unit circle? Di ba sabi natin that the unit circle will always have a radius equal to 1. Therefore, it becomes the equation. X squared plus y squared is equal to 1. Maliwanag po ba kung bakit naging ganito? Okay. Ang sabi sa atin kanina, show that the point P, which is square root of 3 over 3, square root of 6 over 3 is on the unit circle. Okay. So, paano natin malalaman na nasa unit circle yung square root of 3 over 3, square root of 6 over 3? Okay. So, actually, this is very easy. Pag tinanong ka, most likely kasi yung mga ganitong tanong lumalabas sa mga entrance exams natin kapag college. So, tatandaan mo lang, keyword here is the unit circle. Pag wala kang nakita na unit circle dyan, hindi mo pwedeng gamitin si x squared plus y squared is equal to 1. Tandaan mo yun ha. Kapag wala kang nakitang keyword here na unit circle, you'll not be able to use x squared plus y squared is equal to 1 because it is only applicable when the radius of the circle is equal to 1. Okay. So, paano po natin malalaman na yung point na to ay nandoon sa unit circle natin? Andyan daw po siya. Paano natin malalaman na nandyan yung point na yon? Si square root of 3 over 3, square root of 6 over 3. All we have to do is to substitute this into the equation. And what is that equation? Our equation is x squared plus y squared is equal to 1. What is the value of x? What is the value of y? The given point. Yun po yung magiging value ni x and y. Therefore, our x would be square root of 3 over 3 squared plus y squared, which is square root of 6 over 3 squared. And that should be equal to 1. Pero hindi pa natin alam. Once this equation, once the left side is equal to the right side, therefore, we could finally say that this point is on the unit circle. Maliwanag po ba yun? Kapag yung left ay nag-equal sa 1, therefore, we could say that it is on the unit circle. So, let us now try to check if it is on the unit circle. And this becomes square root of 3 over 3 squared is square root of 3 squared, cancel the square root sign, and this becomes 3 over 9. Tama po ba? Plus square root of 6 squared, cancel square root, that is 6, over 3 squared, which is 9. Is that equal to 1? We do not know yet. 3 over 9 plus 6 over 9, they have the same denominator. Therefore, ang gagawin lang natin is to add its numerator. 3 plus 6 is 9. Therefore, is 9 over 9 equal to 1?
Opo.
Is 9 over 9 equal to 1?
Opo.
Yes, therefore 1 is equal to 1, and we could say that point, square root of 3 over 3, square root of 6 over 3 is on the unit circle. Maliwanag po ba? Maliwanag po ba?
Opo.
Okay. Ganun lang po palagi yung gagawin natin. In order for us to know if a given point is on the unit circle, lagi mong tatandaan is to use x squared plus y squared is equal to 1. If and only if it is stated on the problem that it is a unit circle, because we could not say that the radius, or hindi tayo magiging sigurado kung yung radius ng given natin is equal to 1 kung hindi naman na-state sa problem that it is dealing with unit circle. Okay, so sige nga, try nyo ngang sagutan to. Pakitry ngang sagutan. The point P, square root of 3 over 2y is on the unit circle in quadrant 1. Find its y coordinate. I'll be giving you 1 minute to answer. Okay, so let's now try to answer. Siguro ako muna yung mag-answer para magets nyo. Tapos bigyan ko ulit kayo ng bagong problem regarding this one. Okay, so sabi dito, the point P, so bago na to, so sabi, the point P, which is square root of 3 over 2y, is on the unit circle. Okay, sure na siya na nasa unit circle daw to. Okay. Kaso, hindi naman tayo binigyan ng y coordinate. At yun yung pinapahanap sa atin. And we are given a condition that this should be located at quadrant 1. Okay, at ano bang alam natin sa quadrant 1? Ano pong alam natin sa quadrant 1, guys? What do you know about quadrant 1? That both x and y are?
Positive.
Positive.
Okay, positive x, positive y. Okay, so what is the working equation? Ano nga ulit yung working equation natin when we have unit circle? That is x squared plus y squared is equal to 1. Do we have the value of x? Do we have the value of x?
Yes po.
Yes, and that is square root of 3 over 2. And we need to square that plus. Do we have the value of y?
Wala po.
Wala pa. And then retain that as y squared is equal to 1. Okay, simplify. This becomes square root of 3 over 2 squared. We'll be having 3 over 4 plus y squared is equal to 1. Okay, transpose. We'll be having y squared is equal to 1 minus 3 over 4. Therefore, this becomes y squared is equal to, what is 1 minus 3 over 4?
1/4.
1/4. Okay. Since this is y squared, we need to get the square root of both sides. And this becomes y is equal to plus minus. What is the square root of 1/4? That is 1 over... Hello? What is the square root of 1/4? 1/4?
1/2.
1/2.
1/2.
Okay. Since we have two values of y, one is positive 1/2 and the other one is negative 1/2. So what do we choose? We are given a condition. And it should be located in quadrant 1. Tama po ba? And if it is located in quadrant 1, what is the value of the y? It should be
Positive po.
positive. Therefore, the answer is y is equal to positive 1/2. Is this clear? Maliwanag po ba? Okay, therefore, y is equal to positive 1/2. Okay, so it is now your turn to answer the next example. The point negative square root of 5/3 y is on the unit circle in quadrant 2. Find its y coordinate. Okay, what is the answer?
Positive 2/3.
Ano po?
2/3 po, positive.
Positive 2 over... Positive 2 over 3?
Opo.
Did you get the same answer? Yung iba ba yun din yung nakuhang answer? Positive 2 over 3? Yes or no?
Sir, ako po hindi po ganun nakuha.
Hindi yun yung nakuha mo, Jam. So what is your answer?
Positive 1/3 po sagot ko eh.
Positive
1/3.
1 over 3? Okay, yung iba po, ano po yung sagot nila? Okay, so since this is our last example, sagutan na lang po natin. Okay, so sabi, yung point daw natin is square root of ilan? 5/3, but that is negative. So, at hinahanap po ulit yung y. Substituting this, we have x squared plus y squared is equal to 1. And this becomes negative square root of 5/3 squared plus y squared is equal to 1. Therefore, this is now, since this is negative, it becomes positive, and that is 5/9 plus y squared is equal to 1. Therefore, this is y squared is equal to 1 minus 5/9. And we'll now be having y squared is equal to, what is 1 minus 5/9? And we'll be having what?
4/9.
4/9. Get the square root of both sides. Therefore, y is equal to plus minus 2/3. But since this is in quadrant 2, tama ba? At sa quadrant 2, ano po yung magiging values ni x and y? X should be negative, tama po?
Opo.
And y is
Positive.
Positive.
positive y. Therefore, what do we choose? Do we choose positive 2/3 or do we choose negative 2/3? We'll be choosing,
Positive.
Positive.
therefore, y is equal to positive 2/3. And that is the answer. Maliwanag po ba? Maliwanag po?
Opo.
Okay. So, that ends our lesson for today. So, sana marami kayong natutunan. And before that, ito na lang po yung extra activity pa natin. So, paki-screenshot na lang po. Determine whether the following points lie on the unit circle and determine the quadrant. Okay na po siguro. So, Rain, please lead us with the closing prayer.
In the name of the Father, the Son,